Hi guys, it's Dr. Cody Dukes and I am back with another video. Last time we talked a lot about gifts and the decisions that you have to make in order to be extraordinary. And so today I decided that I want to tell you guys a story about a decision that I made in order to be a better version of my own self. And that's the story of how I lost over 100 pounds and kept it off for years. Or at least I'll tell you the story of what led up to me losing over 100 pounds and keeping it off. So as many of you may not know about me, I used to be what we call in the healthcare world, morbidly obese. In fact, I looked like this guy. And as much as I didn't love everything that came with this version of myself, I'll be honest, losing weight was a distant dream for me. Like, I could think about wanting to be fitter. I could even imagine myself in clothes that I felt looked better on my body. I could even experience the deep despair and shame of getting rejected by a woman because she had different preferences about the type of body she wanted in a man.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And as much as I could experience all of these things, that didn't make me lose weight. Nothing gave me the impetus to actually get up and make changes in order to lose the weight that I always daydreamed about losing. And for all of those out there listening, I don't know what it is that you're trying to accomplish. I don't know who it is you're striving to be or what changes you're trying to make. But this is what I know. There are some lucky people out there who are just gifted with this internal motivation to get up and to do things. They study when the test is 2 weeks away. They go into work even when the shift is adequately staffed. They do extra push-ups at night even though they had a 2-hour workout earlier in the day. They're just internally motivated. And sadly, I'm not one of those people.
Got him! Got him!
In fact, I think most of us aren't one of those people. And if you aren't one of those people, you'll find it really hard to make any lasting change in life just because you feel like it, or just because you don't like the way it feels to not have accomplished the things you want to accomplish. And this is who I am at this point in my life. Saying and daydreaming and thinking about doing one thing, but with my actions living out something else is kind of like that quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. What you do speaks so loudly that I can't hear what you say. And to be honest, people who are extraordinary in life, people who are great in life, rarely can it be said of them that what they say and what they do aren't the same thing. So back to the story about how I lost over 100 pounds and kept it off. So one week, I decided to go visit some family in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm there with my cousins, and we decide all of a sudden to go to Six Flags. Now, I personally am hyped about the decision to go to Six Flags because I personally love roller coasters. And while we're there are 2 experiences I had that changed my life forever. So the first, if any of you have ever been to a theme park before, you'll be familiar with the fact that there's a lot of walking around and a lot of standing. And after being there for a couple of hours, walking around, standing in lines, trying to ride rides, all of a sudden, I feel this sharp pain in my ankle. And then I look down and I notice that my ankle is a bit swollen. And what I realized is that my body had gotten tired of carrying around so much weight. And so as a response, it inflames the ankle to let me know that I'm causing trauma by walking around and standing so much on my ankle. And let me tell you, I was so bothered by the fact that I couldn't do something as simple as walk around or stand around because of the fact that I was overweight. It ate me up. But the second thing that happened was not dissimilar, but this was the defining thing that led to me losing over 100 pounds and keeping it off. So my cousin and I, we're going to ride a ride. It's called Superman. It's a ride where you lay kind of flat and you fly all around kind of like Superman. And we waited in line for a while, maybe an hour, hour and a half. And when we finally got to the front of the line, what happens is there's a guy who comes around with a key-like tool and he locks in your harness. So he locks in my cousin and then he tries to lock in mine, and after a few attempts to twist, he looks up at me with this look on his face and says, "I'm sorry, bruh, I can't lock it." Now, while I've never heard of this before, someone being not allowed to ride a ride because of their size, and to be honest, I've seen people bigger than me ride these rides, I was happy to get out of this ride if he couldn't ensure my safety. But I'll tell you, there was nothing quite as embarrassing that I've ever experienced in my life as having someone tell me that I was too overweight to ride a ride. Even if it wasn't for the public embarrassment, just the internal feeling of knowing that I couldn't have a good time because I was overweight. When I tell you, at this point, I was fed up with myself. I was fed up with myself. Guys, it's going to be so hard for you to get to the new you until you have gotten tired and fed up with the old you. It's hard to go out for that new job when you're perfectly happy with the one you have. It's hard to decide to get that dream house when you're completely happy living in the one that you already have. Now, am I preaching discontentment? No, absolutely not. In fact, I would say pursue contentment before pursuing accomplishment. That way, if it doesn't work out, you'll never be disappointed. But what I am saying is that the outside impetus that I needed was the embarrassment of not being able to ride that ride that day. The shame of not being able to enjoy myself with my cousin. The pain in my ankle because I was overweight. I got fed up with myself. And once I got fed up, I was immediately ready to make all of the changes that I needed to in order to lose over 100 pounds and keep it off. And keep it off for years now. Now, while this isn't a fitness channel, if you guys would like me to make a video detailing the steps that I took in order to actually lose 100 pounds, please put that in the comments and I'll consider making a video on that in the future. But before I let you go, I want you guys to take a moment and I just want you to think about one thing that you're close to being fed up with. Maybe you're tired of seeing your wife go to work a job every single day that you know she hates. Or maybe you're tired of living in the 2-bedroom place when you know that your family needs more space. Or maybe you're like me and you're tired of not being able to find clothes that fit your body the right way. And let me tell you, I love being able to find clothes that fit me. Now I'm asking, what are you going to do about it? What is it going to take to get you so fed up that you're ready to make a change? I want you to comment both in the chat. And before you go, please like and subscribe this video. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers in a month. So please help me out in that. And if you know anyone else who could benefit from the information in my videos, please help me out and help them out by sharing my videos with them. Until next time, thanks guys.